came up with that. Give yourself full credit here.
I do come up with it. I tweeted it out.
Okay,
I'm
just making sure.
It.
Good.
I'm not owning it. It's not personal to Feddy. I like Feddy.
I think it's perfect. I think it's perfect.
You did second the motion.
I think it's great. I think if you would have, like before the day started, I think
15
Federico
seconds.
and Hayden against Pablo and Dylan was probably his best
matchup.
matchup.
Game 1.
Odds-wise, maybe this one, but
0-0.
And they lost that one, obviously, so.
Yeah, he needs to win this one because barring an injury or a withdrawal or something, he's got to play Ben and Hannah Lee.
And there could be that. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
You don't want to rely on that one. You don't want to be going to the bank on that one.
Right.
But one thing here is Connor Garnett is the ultimate effort grinder.
0-0.
He doesn't care whether it's gold medal match, bronze medal match, round of 32.
Point.
You are going to get full Connor Garnett effort. Guy runs down more balls than anybody.
1-0. Point.
Connor really cares. I talked to him the other day about it. He really cares about his ranking and the points and so on. He's one of the guys that actually pays a lot of attention to that. So he'll look at this and think about the points he can get for third place in a cup and for beating Staksrud. There's going to be no mercy if he sees Feddy getting a little, emotional down on himself. Connor is just going to say, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball. Let's go faster, faster, faster.
Wow.
Point.
Great passing shot after 3 missed returns in a row from Federico there.
So here's another question for you. I've had a little
4-0
Twitter war here at the break where I said Hunter Johnson against Ben in singles today is to me the battle for #1. And
0-4.
You're writing off Staksrud that easy?
Feddy didn't like it. Well, what I said about Feddy is like a lot of respect for his game, but to me, one of the concepts in sports is to be the champ, you have to beat the champ. Like when Ali was out there, you can beat all the Chuck Wepners you want, but you got to beat Ali.
Right.
If you don't beat Ali, you ain't the champ, and I don't care what some ranking says. And so Staksrud, I think, was 0-6 against Ben.
Is that true?
I believe it's 0-6.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, might be 0-5, but hasn't beaten him. And to me, you can't claim #1 over Ben until you beat him.
Yeah. But does that put Hunter over him? Wait, sorry, you're saying the winner of today's match?
Yes,
okay, gotcha.
I had predicted back in December that Hunter Johnson would close 2026 as the #1 singles player.
Yeah.
And I'm liking my prediction so far. But I would say again about Hunter, he's got to beat Ben. He beats Staksrud. He's got to beat Ben. If he doesn't beat Ben, I don't care what the points say.
Yeah. No, I agree with the whole points thing. It doesn't. I mean, Colin Johns was the #1 men's doubles player for a while, and everybody knows he wasn't #1, so that doesn't matter. But I think you got a good argument there.
5-0.
I think if Hunter wins today, to me that doesn't mean he's #1. But if Ben does, I would put him over Staksrud. But I think Hunter's got to prove it. I mean,
No, I would agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
I would agree with that. I say Hunter can't be #1 until he beats Ben.
Right.
0-5.
He can beat him. It doesn't make him #1, but
Yeah.
it puts him, one step closer on the road to it.
Agreed.
He won last week. It would give him another gold medal in a row. There's 15 more tournaments to go this year. He's got to prove it over those next 15 tournaments or so, but it would be a big step on that road.
I'd say that's definitely the top 3 for sure, right? And then you have maybe Garnett in that top 5. Maybe you put in Alshon, Kwong, something like that. Sock playing good singles. But I think that top 3 is pretty cemented right now.
Yes. Yeah, that's the battle for the 3. And Hunter is the newcomer to that party.
Yeah.
But the points rankings are based in part on quantity. So Ben Johns does not play as many singles tournaments as others, so he doesn't get, when he doesn't play a tournament singles, he doesn't get any points, obviously. So somebody else can make the quarterfinals. They get points.
Right.
He gets no points, so they move up against him in the rankings. But does making the quarterfinals really impress you as a #1 player? No, not necessarily.
I wish they maybe adjusted the ranking system to where it's like your best 10 tournaments or something like that. Maybe best 12, 15, whatever it is. So it's not just based on quantity. Obviously, it's not just based on quantity, but
side out.
Kind of like a handicap in golf or something. You know?
Yeah, well, I think the tour does it in part because they do want to encourage players to play a lot of events.
Right.
No fan wants to show up at an event and there's half the top players aren't there. So
sure.
So I understand the reason for it. It's just not, that doesn't make it my Bible.
Right.
My Bible is what I see on the court. Like Glasman, I looked her up before. I think she's ranked number 21 or something.
Right.
She's not number 21. I don't care what the ranking is.
She looked top 5 right there in her last match, but she's definitely top 12, right? 10. Top 10.
Just like if you're drafting an MLP team, you're not drafting off of the rankings.
Right.
1-6. Side out. Six one.
6-1. Feddy needs to get going here.
Nice shot.
Nice shot.
Side out.
Love the cat and mouse points. Singles.
1-6. Side out.
Again.
6-1. Point.
4 missed returns for Staksrud.
Some loose play. I don't know that his head is fully here today, especially after that loss to
7-1.
Hunter Johnson yesterday in singles and how it happened.
Side out. One seven.
Oh, wow.
Side out.
Great point. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I like Federico in the cat and mouse game over Garnett, right? Or no? What do you think?
7-1.
Yeah, but not by a lot.
Crafty in the kitchen.
I think he's got a greater variety of shots, but Connor's just sort of unmatched in his
Point.
doggedness.
Yeah, yeah.
The guy just runs down all kinds of balls, maximum effort. Makes it real fun to watch.
8-1. Side out.
And then tried to curl that one in. Didn't quite get enough curl.
One eight. Side out. Eight one. Point.
Yeah, Jim, I think you're right. It does seem like Garnett just wants it more right
9-1.
now. Just from body language and just general
Side out.
hustle.
Staksrud's demeanor is, not looking
1-9.
with a lot of energy.
Right. So, I
I
mean,
think that's his
Side
third
out.
miss serve
Yeah.
at least.
4 or 5 missed returns. It's just kind of ugly.
9-1.
Another missed return.
Game point.
He called that shot.
Good.
10-1. Side out.
Need to roll that a little bit more.
One 10.
Wow, beautiful shot. Wow.
Point.
A sick return by Garnett too, and Staksrud handled it really well.
We've got another lost ball under our commentator. Garnett having to play ball boy in his own match. Digs it out from behind the 10.
You think there should be ball boys? What do you think? Does it look kind of unprofessional when
2-10.
Garnett's going under the screen here?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think so.
Side out. Game point.
But you know, just on the routine play like that one, do you really need somebody to run
Right.
the ball down?
right.
10-2.
10-2. Garnett trying to finish off game one.
That's
Point game.
The quickness to go from one
Timeout
side to the
taken.
other. Oh, God.
I've seen
Game 2. Time in.
I've seen Patrick Wynn do it.
0-0.
I thought I was the first. I've been doing it for like
sorry.
10 years.
Well, Patrick Wynn was like 7, so
Yeah.
probably
Side
done
out.
it for him.
No, when I used to play tournaments all the time, I was known as the Coke guy by a lot of people.
But you started it.
People saw me and they're like, "What are you doing?" I like Coke.
Yeah. It gives you a little energy, a
0-0.
little sugar, a little bit of caffeine.
Tastes good.
Yeah.
Having one right now. Coke.
I like a
Coca-Cola,
Coke
listen.
too.
Want a Coke? You would think the CEO of Coke would be a pickleball player. Why not? Everybody else is.
Yeah.
1-0. Point.
All right, Greg, I'm going to hit you with some interesting stats here.
Okay.
USTA, which is the United States Tennis Association, put out a survey the other day bragging about how it showed, they did a press release bragging about how it showed participation rates in tennis. And I actually read the report rather than just the press release. When you read the report, it showed that they were bragging because tennis year to year had a 1% increase in play. 1% increase in play. At the same time, they surveyed other paddle and racket sports. Pickleball was up
2-0.
almost 50%. And that's according to USTA. So you think if they had a bias, it would be biased in favor of
Point.
tennis.
Of course.
That was the best they could come up with. They also admitted that there was a 14% decrease in tennis play among under 18 juniors. They
Saw
lost
that.
1 million
3-0.
juniors a year. 1 million.
Point.
That's your future. Saw the juniors out here playing today. Pickleball is king. But if you follow that survey and it went back about 5 years, if you follow the trend,
4-0.
by the end of 2026, there will be more Americans
Point.
playing pickleball than growing like a
5-0.
weed.
It's amazing.
Point.
Staksrud seems a little more fired up here. Game 2.
6-0. Point.
Grabbed himself a 7-0 lead. What turned around here?
He needs the Coke sponsorship.
7-0. Side out.
Well, one thing about Garnett, he ain't giving up just because it's 7-0.
Yeah. Never over in singles. Runs happen very quickly.
0-7. Side out.
Staksrud getting all his serve returns in now. That's one big difference.
Yeah. Good return there.
7-0. Side out. Zero 7. Side out.
Good court coverage there by Staksrud. Is it away? Greg, it looks like we're finally going to have a game 3.
Yeah.
Point.
Now it's Garnett missing serve returns.
Eight 0. Side out. Zero 8. Point.
A lot of missed returns.
Sorry, Fetty. I shouldn't have mentioned that. I shouldn't have mentioned the serve return. My bad.
1-8.
See if Garnett can get on a run and get back in this game too. Well,
Side out.
Connors seems to be netting a lot of his passing shots.
Is there a win situation? That I can tell it's not, shouldn't be too big of a factor, but
Windsock is
Side
pretty
out.
flat that I'm looking at.
yeah.
We're outdoors at Grandstand Court, but slightly protected
1-8.
by a few buildings around us.
Point.
Federico's got to be careful being too cute like that. Like you said, Garnett's got to keep fighting, and 8-0 can turn into 8-6 within 2 minutes. So that was close.
Side out. Eight 2. Side out.
That was a nice volley. That was good for him. He took the ball out in front of him to be able to cut it cross court. I think, Greg, if you ask me one of the biggest differences when I watch pros versus when I watch amateurs play, I'd probably say how far out in front of their body pros hit the ball.
Yeah. What a point.
Point.
What a
Holy
shot.
cow, that was just a crazy ATP by Staksrud, hooking the backhand back into the court. Really difficult shot. Connor Garnett on it, sort of stabbed at it. It wasn't going to take much of a bounce, but Garnett cross court win.
3-8.
Wow. As we said, it's
Point.
not giving up. Creeping back into it.
Nice return.
Let's see, what are you practicing? Your flick there?
I'm trying to. Federico's got that interesting
4-8.
with his pointer finger up on the paddle, on like the face of the paddle. Nice shot on his forehand. He's maybe at the kitchen. I don't think he's doing it, but he's kind of got that pointer. I'm trying to do it on my paddle, but he's got this. See his pointer finger's like almost there.
8-4.
See that?
I do that.
Interesting. You do that too? Okay, interesting. Nice shot.
Point.
I just wanted to mess around with it for a second, just see how it felt. Deckle bar kind of does that too, I've seen.
Point.
Point. You do full fist. You got your index finger down by your.
I'm like here.
Okay.
Game point.
That's where I am.
Staksrud earns himself a game point.
10-4.
Nice.
Point game. 11-4.
Fetty, the beneficiary of a net cord
Timeout.
there.
And so, I know a couple other
New Balkan ball.
players
Game
also
2.
put that
Excuse me.
pointer
Game
finger up a
3.
little
Time
bit, so
in.
I just was kind of
0-0.
just feeling it out, see how it felt. Hey, mess around with it. A great shot.
Point.
Staksrud comes out Great technique on that. Kept his knees bent. Stayed down on it through the shot. So often people either don't get down far enough or come up during the shot, both of which create errors.
Point.
Another quick point. Staksrud says, I am not going to finish fourth 3 in a row.
2-0. Point.
No, the serve return errors seem to switch from Staksrud to Garnett.
Three zero.
I love the cat and mouse.
Side out.
I think we might get a challenge here from Staksrud.
Referee timeout. We have a challenge of the out call.
Get a challenge.
The out call puts us at side out 0-3. We'll proceed this video. Time in.
Connor Garnett, not known as somebody that takes off on
Point.
the calls. So.
One three. Point.
Petty trying the worst shot in pickleball.
Yeah.
The drop volley.
Especially against Garnett.
Don't do it. Petty's danger game of ball abuse.
Yeah.
Technical here for that. Oh, he does not like the challenge result.
2-3.
Needs to keep it together emotionally. Garnett with finishing a little cat and mouse off the backhand. I don't know if I see that.
Oh. Wow.
Point. I mean, that was as good a drop shot as you could see.
Yes.
Had spin, had everything. Garnett still gets to.
I couldn't believe he got
that drop volley.
Could not believe it. But you're right. That is like the best you can hit it, and it's still didn't work.
3-3.
In men's, all it does is get your opponent up to the net. You don't want him up there.
Oh.
Wow.
Come
Point.
on.
Oh, that's going to get a
that's
technical.
ball abuse.
Technical warning, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Feddy hit that ball about 6 courts over.
Garnett's trying to get that ball back. Keep momentum.
Staksrud had a lead and he just gave it away, and now he's going to call a timeout.
Timeout receiver 4-3.
Gotta keep it together. Oh, I got another.
When the world sleeps, greatness rises. And while others dream of the next level, we chase it. Challenging every limit, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Because the next level isn't just handed to you, it's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
I've been rotating a little bit more and more toward the western side, trying that. I think if you hit a two-hand backhand, it makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
Because you can use your left hand to rotate the paddle face effectively. But you watch the juniors, they are
3-4.
some of them like full western.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Point.
That had a chance there. I'm wondering if the ball is cracked, wobbly, complaining about it.
Okay with that.
I don't care. It's whatever ball you want.
Side out.
Play. If I'm Garnett, I want to try to go on a little run right here.
Yeah.
While Staksrud
4-4.
seems to be a little bit emotionally down.
Great volley from Staksrud there.
4-4. Side out.
Another missed serve. Kind of echoes of game 1.
4-4.
Still 4-4 though. Anybody's game, anybody's match. Garnett floated that one.
Side out.
Not gonna work.
Great return initially by Federico too. He's returning really well this game. It's tough to hit it. I mean, like Garnett's passing shots, like, even with these good returns, they're still pretty
4-4.
good. I don't know how he does it. That's nasty.
Frank that to a wacky. Garnett, the owner of Tui Nation. So showing why he likes the
4-4.
two-hander. Tui Nation.
Point.
Pounding that Tui.
Point. Timeout.
Tough
6-4. Change ends.
We'll get an end change here as Garnett takes a penalty.
Right.
So it went from 6-2
4-6.
on the side change to Hunter Johnson up 8-2.
It's crazy.
And it kind of decided the third game, unfortunately.
Oh,
Point.
Just long.
almost.
Five, 6.
5-6 here. Still anybody's game.
Point.
I mean, Greg, it sort of feels like this game 3 has been going Garnett's way in most
Right.
ways, but then you look at the score sheet and it's 6-6.
Yeah. I think Federico's energy is just so kind of like whiny,
6-6.
and it's like he's losing, but he's not.
Point.
Now he's winning.
And now he's up here.
7-6. Point. Eight, 6.
Oh, it's so
Side
good.
out.
Yeah, Garnett with that two-hander, he uses his left hand to really vary the location of the shot, be able to come over top of it. When you have that angle, he's got to
6-8.
really come over and get some top spin. You don't want to hit it full speed. It's sort of a 70% kind of shot. To roll it. There's
The dropper
Point.
that you don't like, which I don't either.
my favorite, the drop volley, the worst shot.
And Garnett's there too,
Pickleball.
even if
Yeah.
he goes over. He's
Yeah,
there.
Garnett was totally there. It was going to be an ATP winner, or he would have a very controlled shot. And the problem with it too is Staksrud has an alternative shot.
Right,
He's
right.
not forced to hit that drop volley. If you're able to hit a drop volley, it probably means the ball's up anyway.
Right.
Just hit a simple top spin drive volley. Keep your opponent back. Wait for another shot that you can better control.
Side out.
Garnett will want that one back. That was not a
It's a
difficult shot.
big point too. Big point.
8-7. Point.
Just,
9-7.
Oh,
Side out.
that looked like it wanted to go over.
I did.
Halfway, but only half.
7-9.
Does get to 9 though, inching closer. Oh, beautiful.
Side out.
Great backhand volley there.
Nine, 7. Side out.
So they're giving a point here.
Time in. 8-9.
8-9.
Or it was 7-9.
Point.
And then Staksrud challenged that one, making it 8-9. So I don't think the technical challenge thing had any.
9-9.
There wasn't a score.
I guess they redid it, but anyway, 9-9 now. Obviously a big point here. Ooh, and
Side
Feddy
out.
gets a little net cord love. Wow. Well, if you're gonna get a net cord, 9-9 is a good time to get it.
9-9.
See if he can take advantage of it. Big serve. He's going to come in after this one.
Point.
Almost.
That was close, but out. For
Match
sure.
point.
That gets a match point for Staksrud.
10-9. Side out.
Well wide.
Nine 10. Side out.
Had a good look at that one.
Quick side out gets it back to Staksrud for a second match
You don't have
point.
any. Match point.
Having a fun little conversation with the crowd. Dave Vaughn
10-9.
over in the crowd selling himself. That should do it.
Point game.
Can I challenge that one on the baseline there? Can't, right? I don't
Can't.
think
What's
so.
the last shot of the?
Yeah.
Now what? What are they having a discussion? Be questioning
His
the
own
shot he
in ruling.
played.
Yeah.
His own in ruling.
There was a baseline shot back there that was.
But I believe you can only challenge an in ruling, your own in ruling, if it's the last shot of the rally.
I believe that's right.
So should be no challenge allowed. But they're having a long discussion for
Yeah.
something that I think that's pretty clear cut.
I think so too. I think Garnett's trying to say that he made contact and then went for the challenge.
But he hit
But
the
he
shot.
didn't. But no, that definitely didn't happen. Because he hit the shot and then Staksrud hit another shot and then that was it. So it wasn't. You're right. It wasn't the game-ending point. So yeah, I don't really know what they're talking
I mean,
about
otherwise
here.
you could challenge. You could have a 50-shot rally.
Right.
I want to challenge the 7th shot.
Right. Right.
Boy, if they somehow take away this match point from Staksrud,
That would be.
it's going to be crazy.
Be so funny.
I'm not sure I'd use the word funny.
It would be fun. It would be entertaining. How about that? Funny, maybe not. He's trying to make that argument, but I don't think
I'm
he's
just
right.
not sure why the discussion's so long.
Right.
Sorry, it doesn't work. But it looks like the match is over. Connor is packing up, so I guess we're done.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're officially over, and we can